Welcome, angry faithful, to the Wednesday. What the hell? Only on X, because we can fucking say what the fuck we want to, as many fucking times as we fucking want. That's right, fucking people.
Yeah. Well,
we love sluts. What?
Is that's
no,
what you're
that happened on my end too.
What happened?
It's like,
hey, did y'all hear about Bryan Kelly?
Oh, really? What happened?
Yes,
with
I was
Bryan
just
Kelly?
about to jump into
Man,
that.
fuck Bryan Kelly. Fuck Bryan Kelly.
All right.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Go ahead, Johnny. I mean,
Because he's gonna want to hear this.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm fucking ready to talk some shit.
Okay.
So this article drops on ESPN.com about 2.5 hours ago. Governor Jeff Landry critical of his athletic director Scott Woodward amid LSU shakeup.
Jeff Landry from New Iberia, Louisiana. Shout out.
The Louisiana governor told reporters Wednesday that LSU athletic director Scott Woodward would not be or won't be involved in selecting the Tigers' new football coach, saying he'd let President Donald Trump do it before Woodward.
We should. There's a meme for that.
The Tigers fired Bryan Kelly on Sunday, a day after his team lost to my Texas Aggies 49-25 at home.
For
the first time in 31 years, might I add, to drop to 5-3. Kelly, 64 years old, had a record of 34-14 in 4 seasons at LSU, winning just under 71% of his games.
David, put that up when it comes through.
The Tigers have lost 3 of their 4 past games after climbing to number 3 in the AP poll earlier this season. Quote, "No, I can tell you right now, Scott Woodward is not selecting our next coach," Landry told reporters during a news conference at the state capitol in Baton Rouge. Landry said that the LSU Board of Supervisors will assemble a selection committee to find a new coach, but Woodward won't be part of it if the governor has his way. I just think
fucking love AI, Johnny. I love AI.
I can dig that.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that too. I was surprised. It took some digging on a couple of people's part to find out that the governor actually had a key note and saying, "Hey, get rid of that motherfucker now."
Well, yeah.
Well, Landry, if I'm not mistaken, is an LSU grad.
He is, and it's also a publicly funded university that taxpayers have to pay for. And, you know, if taxpayers would have had to foot any part of that buyout, then he's got to answer for that.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because Landry criticized the athletic director for agreeing to a 10-year, $95 million contract with Kelly that included incentives and which left LSU on the hook for a $54 million buyout under the terms of the deal. Landry also criticized Woodward for agreeing to a similar one-sided coaching contract when he was the Texas A&M athletic director. The Aggies owed football coach Jimbo Fisher more than $76 million when they fired him in November of 23. This was nearly triple the highest known coaching contract buyout at a public school at the time.
Are they calling it the Jimbo contract?
You know, I think at this point, because the state of Texas and the taxpayers contained therein did not foot the bill for that buyout.
It was the same thing with the LSU.
Hold on.
Okay.
The Texas A&M Booster Club paid for Jimbo Fisher to go away. In fact, the day before they fired him, actually the day they fired him, because he got fired directly after the game, right? At halftime, he had to come out and accept a check from the Booster Club for $76 million in front of everybody at Kyle Field. The university then, at that point, said as soon as the final whistle blew, wrote him a check for $76 million and handed it to him on his way into the locker room and said, "Pack your shit, get out."
Don't even pack it, just get the fuck out.
That's the power of the A&M alumni, dude. I'm telling you.
There's a lot of rumors going around with the LSU. Oh, my dog just broke into my whole studio. Hi, Puffy. Come here. So, yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around that they've got the buyout down to around 30 million. And that's because of the morality clause. I've seen rumors that he was sneaking around with some gymnast or some shit around campus. I don't know any of that to be true at this point. I just know that he has a 50 plus $1 million buyout, and that one person
I'm
who
spinning.
chose to remain anonymous has decided to foot, I believe, 2/3 of that buyout on his own. So LSU athletics is only responsible with coming up with like a third of that buyout.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get a lot of coaches out there that
He's going to
like. I
be the
think the
next
only
coach at Penn
reason,
State.
yeah, but I think the only reason why like Colorado hasn't fired Dion yet is because they don't want to pay that buyout
Yeah,
because they can't afford it.
he's going to get 2 more years until that's paid down, and that's going to be done.
But it. This is.
I could fit the vape in the helmet, but I couldn't fit the 24.
I get, and I applaud dudes for going out there and getting that bag. I do. But coaches, man, I'm telling you.
Dude, they're doing the same thing now. You know, uh, I don't care what Jeff Landry says. And like I said, I'm from South Louisiana. I'm involved in politics. I actually thought about running for office down there, albeit a local office. And Jeff's from my hometown.
Yeah.
It fucking, he might have had a lot to say about what happened, but they're not going to have a whole lot to say about what the contract is going to demand. And if we hire a Lane Kiffin or a Joe Brady, which are my top two choices, I want Lane Kiffin.
Right.
If we don't get Lane, I hope we can entice Joe to come from the NFL. Dude, that's going to require QB1 contracts, dude. Like that's you're at that point now. To get Lane Kiffin, you're going to take 175, 150, anywhere from 150 to 200 million to lock him down for 8 to 12 years.
Well, what the schools need to start
Joe
doing to
Brady,
protect, yeah,
probably more. Not as sought after, but probably more to lock down Joe Brady to get him to come back from the NFL because he's fucking succeeded. You know whose dad he is right now? He's Josh Allen's dad. He
oh
tells
yeah,
Josh Allen what to do. And he gets paid based off of Josh Allen's success. And Josh Allen is super fucking successful.
oh yeah.
It's going to take a bag and a half to get Brady or Kiffin, but LSU will pay it. Jeff Landry's not going to have shit to say when it comes to the buyout. I'm sorry, but that's just where we're at with the college football state of mind right now.
Well, what I think needs to happen. Sorry, go ahead, David.
Here's my thinking though. Why would any coach from the NFL, unless they're in a NFL team that the coaches don't pay that much, go down and downgrade?
Well, and let me take this one if I can.
Go ahead.
For the most part, the collegiate ball, especially at the Division 1A level, is a lot more competitive. It's a lot more.
Yeah, I get that.
It's because as opposed to the NFL, you've got a finite number of teams, right? Per capita, besides the Big 12 or even the Big 10, the SEC, hands down, is the hardest conference to play in. It is the hardest conference to coach in. We just had assholes like Nick Saban come walking through, history books and make it look like it was easy. But
Whoa.
Hold on. And I know how you feel about Nick Saban. Trust me, I know. Because my wife, who does not watch college football, the only reason she liked LSU was because their main color is purple. I know. I get it. But she has got nothing good to say about Nick Saban because he abandoned LSU for Alabama. I get it.
He didn't abandon us for Alabama. Nick left LSU and went and coached in the NFL and coached the Miami Dolphins for a couple
That's
of
right. He
years.
did. He did. Yeah.
And he hated the NFL because he had to deal with fucking dudes that had NILs. And he came back to college because he didn't have to deal with NILs. And he took over Alabama and formed a fucking dynasty. And I hated Nick
Well, I
Saban
guess
up
he
until the
retired.
day he retired because of
Yeah.
leaving LSU.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
can't blame him for chasing the NFL bag. But now,
yeah.
let me add a caveat. I want Kiffin. I hope that's who we end up with. Brady's my second choice. Number one with a star is Nick Saban. I know it's a far-fetched hope, but Nick has always said since he retired, he wouldn't say this at Alabama, but since he retired, he said that the one thing he regretted in his professional coaching career was leaving LSU because of the dynasty he could have built there. Miss Terry really likes to get after Nick about them contracts and shit.
Yeah.
If LSU comes to Miss Terry with a bag, we might get a 4 or 5 year contract out of Saban.
Oof.
And also, Coach O posted that he's only a phone call away. And look at me. Coach O is my number 4 right now. Dude, if they hired Coach O right now, I would drive to that HEB. I would buy every fucking 12 pack of hard as fuck seltzer that they have, and I would drink all of them and call in sick tomorrow. And I don't have any PTO.
Well, we know how serious Trey is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of LSU's troubles aside.
God damn it. No, fuck that. Hold on. David, you misspelled Brian. It's IA.
God damn it.
This is.
Hey,
he did it again, Johnny.
he did. He did. I was going to let it go. I
just
really
noticed
was.
it. I just noticed it. It was perfect that you were like, all right, moving on. Like, nope, fucking, I just noticed it. There you go. Now, there we go.
But I'll tell you what, man.
Now we can move on.
I like football.
For me, at least, dude, I'm telling you, it is absolutely wild to see an Aggie team number 3 in the nation this late in the season.
Hey, dude, y'all are for real, and I'm not just saying that because you beat LSU. Y'all are for real. Y'all are. I think 3 is a legitimate rating.
Mm-hmm.
I could see anywhere between 3 and 5, honestly. But I think that y'all are definitely if we were back in the BCS days, you'd be in the BCS. So yeah, I could see you guys definitely top 4 for sure. Three might be a little up there, but at the same time, you're undefeated and fuck the haters.
Yeah, I mean, and we're the last undefeated SEC team too.
Say again?
We're the last undefeated SEC team too.
I mean, y'all are handling business, dude. And look, we're out of it. We ain't got no skin in the game. I'm hoping an SEC team takes it all.
Yeah.
As long as it's not Texas.
Speaking of Texas, that's a wonderful segue. I love that.
Hooty-hoo!
Texas's Arch Manning practices, but still in concussion protocol. This is dated earlier today, about about 8 o'clock this morning. It dropped. Texas Longhorn quarterback Arch Manning, overrated, who is recovering from a concussion, returned to practice Wednesday and was listed as questionable to play in Saturday's game against number 9 Vanderbilt. That's another team that I'm like, where did they come from? Vanderbilt.
Hold on. Let me say this. Fuck all Arch Manning. If it was Archie Manning, he would have started 3 games by now while in concussion protocol. and probably would have got a DUI or two. So
That was back
these
when men
soft
were
ass,
men and sheep
these
were scared.
soft
Yeah.
ass kids today need to get over it. They got way better helmets and way more money. You'll be fine when you get older, dude. I need everybody to get their fucking Scataboo on. I'm tired of this shit.
He did tweet out an amazing thank you to even the hospital staff from
In
Philadelphia
Philly, yeah, that was
after
nice.
his surgery.
Yep.
Yeah, the security head of security for Lincoln Financial Field, actually the head of security for the Philadelphia Eagles, went to the hospital after the game, brought Scatabo some cheesesteak and his family some pizzas, and said, "If
Yeah.
you guys need anything, holler at me."
Yep.
That's
I'm like, dude, okay, I see what he's doing. That's not interference because he's not he's not on the he's not in the front office. He's sowing some seeds. That's what he's doing right there.
yeah. But talking about that Texas Mississippi game, have you ever seen a man's soul get crushed?
David, I just sent you a I sent you a video. You got it? Play that one after this.
Hey, let me arcade. It was 38-20 5 minutes ago. What happened?
You look like you drive a Chevy Tahoe, bitch.
Yeah.
I got a good angle in overtime of the end zone because that's the end zone we were going to win in, and I wanted to be there for the celebration.
You look real sad in your Chevy Tahoe right now.
Somebody called it, right? Fuck you, Dave. I'm not coming back.
That's it right there. Soul crushing. But yeah.
I've been seeing clips of that all week.
Speaking of Scataboo, Johnny, watch this one. This was my favorite Scataboo one so far.
Oh God!
Here to get ready for the 49ers game, sir.
Kim, your leg was in half.
Well, doctor cleared me, sir. Here's the note. Told you. It looks good to me, coach. Totally good, coach.
I'm gonna need to see you walk on it, Cam.
Come on, coach. We ain't got to do all that.
Cam, if you can't walk on it, you're done, buddy. Cam, are you okay?
I just got a shit, that's all. I get it. No, strap him down. Strap him down! Damn it!
Cam, you're a superstar. I gotta take every precaution necessary between now and the next 8 months.
Coach, don't make me go 8 months without hitting nothing.
Hit the books, buddy. It's great for your brain.
I can't read. Same. I can't do it. Just pull the plug, Jackson. Pull the plug. I'm sorry. Wait, what happened? I'm alive. I'm alive.
You just turned off the TV, you moron.
Oh, thank God.
This is just a joke, by the way. We love Cam Scataboo and wish him nothing but the best in his recovery. Thank you.
And fuck yeah. Cam Scataboo's awesome. I wish that kid nothing but the best. It sucks, dude. Fucking Cam's out. Fucking Malik's out. Jackson Dart's all by himself with a suspect offensive line. Like, dude, sit Jackson Dart for the rest of the season, bro. Start Russell Wilson right now.
Yeah.
Sacrifice that fucking lamb.
Or Jameis Winston. I mean, come on.
No, Jameis doesn't deserve that.
He's like, no.
Oh,
that's great.
you don't do that to Jameis. You do that to Russ.
Yeah, he's already won a Super Bowl. He's topped out. What is he in his third? He's way far gone. He's in the grave already.
Russell Danger Wilson should have retired from the NFL and started his baseball career 2 years ago.
He would be a good backup quarterback in the UFL. Let him go hang out with the Houston Roughnecks or some shit.
You know his what does his wife do? Is she like a DJ or something?
No, she's that used to be one of my favorite songs to fuck to. Sierra. That this beat is automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, funky, fresh. I don't know the next words, and I like to see some breasts.
Okay.
You remember that song from like when we were 17, 18? How old are you, Johnny?
I'm about to be 48.
Oh shit, I didn't realize you were that old. I'm 40. So yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize you were that old. I just turned 40 in September.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Dave, you're what, like 45?
Well, I'm about to be 47. I'm 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Johnny.
Yeah. No, I thought Johnny was younger than that, but because I got old kids too. My oldest is 19. So
You want to know the secret to my vitality and my youth?
how
my
old were you when
inability
you
to give up.
divorced her?
Well, it's my inability to give a fuck, right?
Ah,
Tell people all the time.
that leads back
See
to my
that field
question.
out there? You see that field out there? Yeah, that one. That's the field where I grow my fucks. Notice that it's barren.
It's been tilled.
Oh, Johnny Trey is apparently popular with
Am I
people.
popular? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Check this out.
Fucking hell. It did a picture. I'm so fucking pissed off.
Ah.
I put the video up and it doesn't want to, most of the time it doesn't want to do the video.
Yeah.
So let me
Where'd it go, StreamYard?
let me see here. No, it doesn't want to do the fucking video. One
All
sec.
right, I'll send them to you again right quick.
No. It's fucking the photo shit. I know how to do it. I had to do it with Johnny's stuff yesterday. Just give me a second. Talk about something else.
Okay.
So,
Ross Patterson. I'm in the Josh McClurg Drinking Bros Sports Fantasy League this year, and it's a 12-man league. And you got Dan Holloway, Ross Patterson, Josh McClurg, who's the defending champ. Who Josh actually is just in a weird coincidence is Matt Best's first cousin, but Josh was a drinking bro and got to talking to Ross, and they made a bet. You know, Ross is a betting man, and Josh was like, "Hey, dude, if I win the fantasy football league this year, I want to be in your next book." And Ross was like,
49ers, Texans. I actually like Texans better. So do I.
"It's not playing. It's not showing on the screen, Dave, but we can hear the audio."
okay, hold on. Let me.
Johnny, is Dave's whole shit frozen for you?
No.
No? Okay. It was frozen for me for a sec.
And the internet ain't been right since AWS went down the other day.
Dude, I've been through, ever since that happened, I've been through all kind of fucking problems at work, dude. My phone's like connecting to just try to write people letters today. It's been crazy. But you got it up, Dave?
Give me a second, man. I got a plan.
But so
who you taking this weekend,
You got a
Trey?
plan?
Army or Air Force?
Army, always.
Yeah.
My kid didn't go to basic training until December 30th. I'm Army until then. After that, I'm an Air Force dad. I'm still pulling for Army. Fuck that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, like no.
But I do like that Air Force refuses to do anything but the triple option. That's my favorite.
So does Army.
So sad I had to do it this way, but I got it.
Oh, so Are you ready with it, Dave? Yes, no, maybe.
I was going up some fantasy this week. Fuck you, Trey Wetzel. Picks up two like unknown dudes. Xavier Hutchinson, whoever the fuck that was, had 69 yards and a touchdown. Their running back is now Woody Marks, a guy named Woody Marks there in Texas. And Stroud was 30 of 39, 318, and 2 TDs. Looked great. So
that was on Drinking Bros Sports.
Yeah.
Ross is real fucking sour about this L that he took this weekend. So that was on Drinking Bros Sports, and then Dave, play the next one.
Yeah, I got it.
This was on
There's a couple.
Drinking Bros Sports Monday. That was today on the NFL prediction show, and then the one that Dave's about to play is from the Monday morning recap.
fucking Trey Wetzel in fantasy football. I was playing him this week. He picked up this K Vidal guy for the Chargers, whoever the fuck that is. And he scored 9,000 points, so I lost my goddamn game to K Vidal. Sweet, dude.
Ross is salty as fuck, bro. And I love it. I love it.
You know what? I've been tossing around the idea of breaking out the rolls of like the vinyl. I keep threatening to make stickers for the show and stuff like that. You know how you see those Salt Life stickers?
Yeah.
I'm going to make the same font, but it's just going to say just salty. I'm going to make one. I'm going to send it to you, Trey, so you can give it to him.
I like it. I like it.
Oh,
but no, so what I was saying before that, Ross is a betting man, right? And so McClurg, it used to be the Drinking Bros Sports Drinking Bros Sports Fantasy Football League. And then we had it like subgroups like Dan's Cutthroat Killers and all these different leagues. So Josh bet Ross. He said, "Hey man, if I win the league this year, I want to be in your next book." And so Ross told him, he's like, "No." He said, "That's a lot." He's like, I'm on the verge of being a New York Times bestselling author on my own, yada yada. Fucking, I'll tell you what, if I make it to the championship and you make it to the championship and you beat me in the championship, then I'll put you in the book. So, as fate would have it, Ross and Josh end up in the championship together. Josh beats Ross, and Ross is completing his book. So in that book, St. James Street James gets arrested and he gets sent to jail. And what's the rule when you go to jail?
Find the biggest person in there and pick a fight.
or
just let him become.
Or if you're St. James Street James, you fuck him. So St. James Street James walked in there and found the biggest, meanest, nastiest inmate he could find, who was named Josh McClurg. And he proceeded to fuck him in front of everybody on the floor for hours. And eventually, when people would get raped in the prison after that, and it was a good one, they would refer to it as getting McClurged. So that's how Ross repaid his fucking debt, dude. He's a man of his fucking word.
But he's salty.
Dude. That's the kind of petty that I wish to aspire for.
Yes.
I love it. And I appreciate the shout outs this week.
That is great stuff, man. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Talk
All
about.
Right. So
I got one more video. I've been saving this up. And yeah, Johnny's gonna be upset, but I don't care.
Okay, go for it.
This is how I can see Johnny ordering coffee at a restaurant, at a coffee shop place.
How can I help you? Can I get a black coffee? Black coffee? All right, I got you. Black coffee. Black coffee. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man.
That's if I were to order coffee. And so what?
No,
Embrace
he
your
just
inner
does
white
it.
kid, dude.
He just does it through the app, and he fucking just rolls up to the window and gives him his name.
Yeah. I mean, but the rest of the time I'm
There's
I'm
no
rocking that
verbal
Taste
shame.
of Houston blend from HEB, dude. I'm just kind of saying.
Dude, okay. One other thing. We got that Winco down here in Wichita Falls.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically,
Well, correction, it would be up there in Wichita Falls.
yeah, up there.
Yeah.
I'm in San Antonio. Everything's up for me except for fucking Brownsville.
Dude, you're up from me because I'm south of Houston.
Okay. Anyways, it's basically, it's a big grocery store and it's discounted. It's all right. I had this coworker. It's an Oregon based grocery store, and she's like, "Oh, we're getting a Woodco. They're all over Oregon." I was like, "All right, I'll check it out." I was like, "Well, it's the best grocery store ever." I was like, "You never fucking been to HEB, have you?" She's like, "It can't be." I was like, "Don't even sold
You
your
kind of
own
fuck with HEB. You kind
I
of do.
will fucking kick your ass."
Yeah, they don't fucking know.
And she's hot. I mean,
There's
she's
a reason why HEB is a 1/3 of the Texas Trinity. I'm just saying.
yeah. But anyways, what else we got?
So I want to get your take on something, Trey. Last week I brought to light an article that I found dated for the 20th. A judge in Ohio granted an order for high school athletes to get NIL deals in Ohio.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be capped off the bat. They have to take everything that's wrong with the college NIL right now and make an example. You have to cap it. These are high school kids. They'd be making minimum wage. What is if you got a full-time job at minimum wage? What is that? Okay. So, cool. In college, what's this kid majoring in? If he's got a full-time job doing that, what's he gonna make? That's his NIL cap. They need to make an example of this. I hadn't heard of this, and that is just what came to my mind off the top of my head, dude. I could go for this, like I could go on this for probably like 30 minutes. They need to unfuck the college NIL with this motion.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing. Okay, so the lawsuit came down in Franklin County, which is the same county that Ohio State's in. And it's what is it? Huber Heights, Ohio. It's a suburb of Dayton. Okay, so it's very urban.
And let me guess, it's a private school that plays in a public classification that brought this lawsuit.
I have not been able to find that. I'm going to look that up because I'm trying to do the deep dive on this article because I want to get as much information on it as possible, because I really kind of want to do just like a whole segment on this. But in high school, yeah, they've got the opportunity to do it the right way. But even with the best intentions, somebody's going to screw this program over. And I'm thinking most of the time it's going to be parents that can't be bothered to get up and go get a job. They're making money off the back of their kids. And
well, that's been happening for a long time. And
I get that, Dave. But what I'm saying is that it's dangerous, especially for high school athletes.
Yeah.
They're trying to get into colleges. Okay. And it's this athlete. His name is where did it go? Jameer Brown. His mother's name is Jasmine, right? His mother and her attorneys stated that this kid has already missed out on more than $100,000 in potential NIL deals in high school.
Well,
High schools have a hard enough time with having to deal with the kids, having to develop the kids who live in their districts, right? You start opening up NIL deals, that's a very slippery slope to recruiting violations and stuff like that. And he walked out. That's fucking great. Fucking Trey Wetzel. Fuck that dude. It's the recurring theme of the night.
Roll. Yeah, we're on a fucking roll. And he's over here. Oh, I gotta take a call. It's probably something important. Better be the fucking president of the goddamn fucking United States. That's the only way you can do that. Oh, you want to see something fucked up since we're on?
Sure.
And it's just reminiscing of NASCAR.
£50 per person.
Turn that shit off.
All right, now that we're back from our Bash Trey session.
Oh, that's all you heard? That's what you got from that? Okay.
Oh. Wow.
Wait, is he fucking that lady?
Yes.
Or that man?
Yep.
Why are their feet like that?
dude, did we tell you the NASCAR thing?
He was fucking a clubfoot.
Dude.
Okay, so
there's a NASCAR.
This was 3 years ago already, right?
Yeah. This is canon. This is canon.
Okay. So we get to the track on race day at like 6 in the morning.
We got to get the people in here. It was me, Johnny, and Chris.
Okay. So we get to the track, and I'm thinking, because the last time that I went to a race, you get there early to get the better parking spots, right? The parking attendants hadn't even showed up to the track yet, so we just kind of let ourselves into one of the more expensive lots, and we just set up shop, right? And we're parked next to this minivan, and there's a dude in there watching something on his, on a phone or something, and we're just kind of like, all right, cool, whatever. Do you, boo boo? And probably about 6:45, 7 o'clock, this Honda Accord coupe, right, pulls into the parking lot. This dude starts his car, backs out, and drives over to where this Honda is. And the woman that was in the Honda gets out of her car and gets in the back of the minivan. And we're like, oh shit. So we were starting to like, all right, so what's going on here? They're obviously not out of towners because they would have a hotel room. They've got to be local, right? And so for whatever reason, I think it was Chris, like, it's like, yeah, they're probably like, they probably work for their church or something. So we were trying to figure out, we were trying to assign a denomination for this tryst that was going on. And we had settled on the Wesley United Methodist Church of Roanoke, right?
I Googled it. I got
homeboy, the dude in the van has to be the choir director, and the lady is the pastor's wife, right? And so they're going at it, and the sun's starting to come up. So I'm like, we should just creep by, right? And so we go, I go to start the car. David's ass with his fanny pack gets out and walks over there, right? I'm stopping like 30 feet, 35, 40 feet short because I'm like, we don't want to get right up on him. Nope, David walks right up. He gets to about 10 feet from the car, gets up on his tippy toes, and he sees what the silhouettes are doing. And he's like, "Oh yeah, they're fucking." Says it loud and proud. And so he gets in the car. We turn around and we go back to the parking spot. And probably about another 20 minutes go by. And I mean, we're just like building this entire universe around what we're seeing, right? And a girl gets out of her car. She drives to the entrance of the parking lot, stops for another 20 minutes, and you could tell that she's like doing her makeup in the mirror. And then she just pulls out and just goes on about her day. Homeboy stayed there. He didn't even stay for the race. He stayed there. His car was gone before we went to go into the track, which was just before, just after 12 o'clock, right? And oh, he didn't even pull back to park next to where we were. He stayed right where he was at, and then he just left. Didn't even stay for the race. Yeah. So that's the backstory. That's the inside joke about that video. Homeboy plowing somebody, in the driver's side of his truck out in a parking lot. Yeah. And then we go tell some Fort Worth cops that were there. And one of them was a female officer. I'm like, there's no other way to say it. They were fucking. And she's like, oh, well, okay then, right? And the sergeant that was there just starts laughing. He's like, which car? I said, yeah, we're pointing it out. We're like, that burgundy minivan right over there. Yeah, that dude right
The
there.
minivan? The one with the sticker that says, when
Yeah.
this van's a rockin', don't come a knocking? That one?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I think it legitimately had that sticker.
Dude, you want to hear something funny as fuck?
Yeah, go ahead.
My best friend, his name is Bryan Reyes. I will call him out on this 100%. I won't say his little sister's name, but when we were cops, I worked in the city. Brian worked in the city, and we had one of the guys from the opposite day shift that was working over with us. So they gave him like a easier assignment working outside in the parish, in the county, outside the city limits. And he got a call for some trespassers in a cane field. And so he was like a ex-narcotics guy that was on punishment and sent back to patrol for violating some civil rights and shit. And
Okay.
yeah, he was a piece of shit. Still is. Fuck that guy. His name is Jacob Huckabee. Fuck you if you're watching. But so he creeped up on the vehicle and he caught some kids fucking. And so he called it in or whatever. And then my best friend, Brian, was like, he calls me. He's like, bruh, Huckabee's got my sister. And I was like, wait, what? Like I heard I was at Chevron, I was taking a piss, but like I heard the call come. What? He's like, yeah, the people fucking in the truck in the cane field that my sister just texted me that it's her. I was like, fuck, dude, I can't. I gotta stay in the city limits, dude. I can't head out there, bro. Like, she got to deal with this on her own. I was like, how old is she? He was like, she's 17, like she's grown. I was like, okay, so she's just dealing with like fucking in public, basically. I don't know whatever came of it, but yeah, dude, it was funny as shit to have my best friend, who's also my section partner, call me and be like, "Hey, bro, that the chicken dude he's about to arrest, yeah, that's my sister and her boyfriend. They were fucking in the cane field."
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, I'm not jeopardizing my paycheck to say, "Hey, wait till your mom goes to work and then fuck him." What are you doing? I think that would be probably
that's one of those very
contributing at that point.
That's one of those teachable moments, right?
Yeah.
It's like your boyfriend's broke ass needs to get a hotel room.
You rascals.
Yeah. or do what most of the time they were telling us not to do when we're in the Air Force, is find a good trash can and fuck behind that.
Fuck that,
Well,
dude.
in the army, our dicks were too
Fighting
big to
positions,
fuck
dude.
behind trash cans. We had to find dumpsters.
Or if you're out in the field, dude, fighting positions work just as good.
Okay.
We didn't have women. I was in a harder, less gentler army. We didn't have bitches in foxholes. I'm sorry, I said it. Thank you, Pete Hegseth.
No,
We love you.
not in the infantry, but the support units that were attached to the BSA.
Oh no, one of my good friends from the army. His dad was a grunt and his mom was a supply sergeant, and he was conceived in the field. That man just retired as an E8.
Can we say shotgun wedding?
Bruh. I said, so your mom was I said, and I asked him this, and dude, when I asked him this, he was an E6 and I was an E4, and I thought I was kind of overstepping some shit, but it was National Guard and I was on daily orders, so we were kind of cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, so, like, your dad was a grunt, your mom was supply, and like they hooked up in the field, so like your mom knew what a real MOS was. And he just looked at me and he was like, bruh. And then he just shook his head and busted out laughing. Like she knew she was in a support role. She knew what time it was. Okay.
He was putting her in the rear with the gear.
Dude, I was either about to get real strong or I was about to be in a real good place with that man. And thankfully I ended up in a real good place with him. That was my boy. Shout out Staff, or at that time Staff Sergeant Wallace, but now Master Sergeant retired Wallace.
There we go.
All right, we're gonna get your thoughts on this. This is what happens in a travel portal, and this never really. I thought about it. I never really thought about it this way about the travel portal coming up in December. But here we go.
Know that there's like 40 to 50% of students that go in a transfer portal don't get a scholarship offer. Like y'all ain't know that. Like let me explain to y'all. So listen. Right now, it is August, okay? And let's say I'm not playing right now for X university, okay? And then in December, after the last game, I decide, you know what? I'm gonna hop into the transfer portal. Like, I'm Derek Tatum. I'm at a D1 school. I decided I'm gonna hop into the transfer portal. It's December. Now, you know I got a car note. You know I got bills. You know I got an apartment that I'm paying in. See, what you guys don't realize, when you enter your name in that portal, you're off. Your scholarship is only good to the end of that semester. So what happens is, if you hop into that transfer portal and you don't get an offer, January, your scholarship is over with. That car note is still due. That apartment lease until July is still due. Those bills are still coming. So there are kids that were on full scholarship, guys. See, this is kind of the underworld nobody's talking about. There are kids that was on full scholarship, decided that because I'm not playing football, I'm not starting, I'm gonna go into the portal. And guess what? Those same kids sitting there with no offers, and bills still due. That's why the transfer portal is messing up some kids' credit, and they don't even know it, because guess what? When they hop in that portal and January comes and they sitting there with no offers, those bills still coming. So again, 40 to 50% of the people in the portal aren't getting offers, and they got to walk on now. That's why, like having a walk on is almost as valuable as a scholarship, because colleges are getting ex-college players that were on scholarship to walk on, because They made a emotional decision to jump in the transfer portal, and they didn't get an offer.
This is the part of the conversation where you chime in.
Well,
He's in a little.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I think he's 100% right.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of shit that they're gonna have to figure out with this, and you know, there's like he said, there's a lot of shit that they're not talking about that we're not hearing about. I think what we've heard about one story with somebody who had a huge NIL deal and then ended up going to the trend. I can't even remember the kid's name. That's how fucking significant it was. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to happen a lot. There's going to be people that enter those deals on full scholarships, that have those deals on full scholarships and enter the transfer portal and then end up with nothing, nowhere, because you know, and it's gonna the NIL. Dude, I was all for the players getting paid for being in ESPN's NCAA 2025. I'm all for that. If you're in a video game and people are buying that shit and they're playing as you, then you should get paid. You know what I mean? If you want to do like a local deal with a local attorney or whatever, then you should get paid. This shit should be capped. It shouldn't be these 18, 19, 20-year-old kids are not old enough to be making these kind of decisions. They're not hiring fucking people off of Wall Street to make decisions for them. They're hiring their mama and their uncle and whoever to manage deals for them. And they're saying yes to everything. These kids are going to fuck themselves. One, they're going to get fucked on taxes because not all of these kids got agents. They're going to be fucked on taxes. There's going to be kids that are so far in the hole on taxes, they might sign a first round deal. And that whole signing bonus that they get for that first round is going to be gone because they owe Uncle Sam because they hired some fucking retard to do their taxes, to manage their business, to manage their affairs, to sign their deals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This shit needs to be capped. If you're an athlete in college, you shouldn't be making more than $1 million a year. Bro, $1 million a year? Get the fuck out of my face. In the worst tax place in the country, you're still making $600,000 a year. With everything above board.
Yeah.
These kids should be capped at $1 million a year, period.
No, I agree. I mean, because you remember back in the day when like the movie Blue Chips was a thing, and everybody used to make that joke that everybody knows that Shaq Wade made way more money at LSU than he did playing in the NBA. That shit's for real now.
Hey, bro, that statue outside the stadium could have been made in gold, and it would have been worth less than what they probably paid him.
That's true. But I don't know. I mean, I think the NIL thing for high schoolers is just a real slippery slope. And if they don't structure it the right way, I mean, there's going to be parents that are going to figure out how to, work the system and, just kind of put their kids out there.
College needs to be capped at $1 million a year. NIL, you need to figure it's got to be something comparable. But if they're going to do it, they need to do it right. Like, I'm all for this bill being presented and everything and passed. But if you're going to do it, you need to do it right. These kids need to be capped. We need to take a long time. You got what, 2 years till the next legislative session? It's been passed. Fucking, you need to do a study between now and then and figure out what's wrong with the current NIL deal in the college system. And you need to fix it and present that on a national scale. And you can, one, set a precedent and put your state on the map with that precedent.
Right.
Who was it? Michigan? You said Michigan?
No, it's Ohio.
Ohio. So it could be Ohio versus whatever. You're on the map for that, and you've got precedent established.
But here's the thing.
And all this bullshit
Here's the
out the way.
counterpoint here's the counterpoint that I put out last week is that, you get a lot of kids from like the inner city or from some of the, less economically endowed areas, right? You get a lot of really great athletes come out of those programs, right? I think these NIL deals for high schoolers is just bad business all the way around. It's gonna be like the never-ending abuse cycle, right? You're gonna get hit, and then you're gonna be like, oh well, they didn't mean to do it. They promised to do better, and then they do better for a little while, and then they get hit again. What's gonna end up happening is that these kids are gonna start making money. Where's that money gonna come from? At the high school level, it needs to come from school bonds, right? They're gonna have to write that into their budget. The only way to make that money is by increasing tax rates for the property within that county, right? Which is how the school boards get paid anyway. I just think it's going to be one of those things where you're going to start seeing sawtooth escalators all the way up.
It gets too sticky. And I think for high school, no. For high school, no. For college, those kids need to be capped at $1 million a year.
Yeah.
You can have up to this, and if you get caught doing any under the table shit, you're fucked. You got to forfeit that $1 million. And anything that we uncover. But
and I think that the penalties need to become stiffer because these fines ain't nothing for these universities to start, to pay. I think you need to start vacating wins, and if necessary, vacate championships.
Yeah, you got to enforce it. It has to be enforced. The standard has to be across the board. And look, I'm fucking lenient about it, dude. I'm modern. Like, when I say $1 million, I'm talking $1 million cash money in your account.
Yeah.
If you got $1 million NIL deal and fucking Aunt Sarah Ford wants to throw you a Raptor, drive your fucking Raptor, dog. That $80,000 truck, that don't count against your fucking NIL, your $1 million. Make your $1 million in contractual money. But if somebody wants to throw you a truck, or if somebody wants to, an apartment complex wants to sponsor you a badass corporate bougie apartment and furnish everything, that's cool. But your dollars coming into your bank account is $1 million, period.
Yeah.
If you got a sponsorship for a house, you got a sponsorship for a car, you got a sponsorship at fucking Ruby Tuesdays where you can eat there every night for free, cool. Do your fucking thing, dog. But dollars coming into the account, you need to be cut off at $1 million for
I agree.
4 years.
High schoolers need to stay amateur. I mean, they do. They need to stay.
Yes.
They need to maintain their amateur status. You start paying these high school kids, dude.
Unless you're a badass softballer playing in the Olympics, yeah.
Even
you
then,
need to remain amateur.
I mean, very rarely do we come across somebody who is not only physically endowed with the abilities and talents that we see on the field, but it's rare. It's even more rare to see somebody who is financially savvy, right?
Yeah.
You throw $1 million at a 16, 17, 18-year-old kid who's trying to fucking figure out how to write a term paper for English. Dude, that's a recipe for bad decision making right there.
Dude, I checked some college on applications, and I don't know how to write a fucking term paper. And I graduated with a 3.6 GPA in high school. These kids today, like, it's less than what we could do when we were kids, bro. That's what you think about. You guys, like y'all said earlier, y'all are older than me. I'm 40. These kids today, like my kids, dude. Your kid, Johnny, how old's your kid that's on the podcast on Mondays?
16.
He's 16. I've got a 16-year-old and a 19-year-old. Those kids, and yours is way more well versed than a lot of kids in the ways of the world. Just because he's got a fucking lit dad that knows what time it is in the real world,
Yeah.
Like they're not set up to handle shit like we were when we were kids, bro. You think about
Yeah.
like the shit that we were doing and like you'll see memes about it. Like when I was 16, I wasn't worried about a fucking thing. My 16-year-old just asked me to come out and stand at the front door with him while he took the trash can to the street. You know, like we're not kids today are not built the same. They don't think they're not as old mentally as we were at their age. And I I don't know how we fix it, but like you
Start
said, the
making kids
kids
drink from the garden hose. I don't fucking know, dude.
either that or the fucking bottle. I don't know.
I mean,
Garden hose or bottle, one of the two. They got to grow
yeah,
up somehow.
right. I mean, yeah, there was a video. Oh my god, Justin Danger Nunley, right? You know him, right?
I fucking love him. Have y'all seen his White Trash with Money
love that guy.
podcast?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got a new podcast called White
But the-
Trash with Money with Matt Lyda, the old he was the co-host with The Undertaker on 6 Feet Under before Undertaker did his
Okay.
new shit. Guys, if y'all haven't checked
Yeah.
it out, fucking check it out. That is a funny ass podcast. They got great guests. I'm
Mhm.
listening to their latest episode right now, and I'd laugh my dick off for a solid 23 minutes on the way home from work. It's a great podcast.
He's got a new video out. This white kid with dreads. I think he's white. I can't remember. Kid's retarded. He's in a Walmart. You know how they got the fountain set up next to the bathrooms at the front of the store? He's
Yes, I know
he's
what
like-
video you're talking about.
He's like, why do they put fountains next to the bathroom? And then you see Justin, cut in. He's like, because that's where the water lines are. Like, did you just with the bathrooms? I mean, it's the same water. Like,
about-
they're not gonna put water lines all the way across the store. Are you stupid? I cannot believe you come on here. I was just like that dude.
Talking about
David, I just sent it to you.
okay, I'll give me 1 sec on that one. But talking about stupid. Bill Gates finally admitted that he was completely wrong about the issue of climate change.
Damn. Now, if Bill Gates could only convince Phil Spector of the Xbox division
Hey, I
to
know we're
quit with
over
the
an hour.
bullshit.
I know we're over an hour, guys, but I don't care. I'm having a great time just shooting the shit. I like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So we can go till 9, or 8.
I mean, as long as we keep it under 2 hours, so that
whatever.
way David can get, that way David can get the clips. But yeah,
Yeah. No, I'm good with
God, it
whatever.
looks stupid.
What? Who looks stupid? Turn your camera off and put it facing the other way.
I swear, y'all be getting on here asking stupid.
What?
there you go. There you go.
So look at these water fountains. Why are the water fountains always attached to the bathrooms?
Because that's where the f***ing water lines are. I swear, y'all be getting on here asking stupid as shit. They're not going to run water lines all the way across storage just for water fountains. That's where the water comes in at, for the toilets and the sinks. It's the same f***ing water. Where'd you... I can't.
I can love him, dude. Oh, so
Fuck are we
good.
doing? Fuck are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
him.
man.
And dude, like I said, his new podcast with him and Matt Lyda, it's White Trash with Money. Their logo is a waste management logo with the WM with a T in the middle. So White Trash with Money. And the intro is Nunley fucking singing White Trash with Money. It's retarded. It's a great
Nice.
show. I'm listening to the latest episode right now with Dusty Slay. And the country redneck hillbilly comedian, and it's a fucking great show, dude. They're probably about I don't know 20 25
there you go.
episodes deep. There we go. Great, dude. Anybody who hadn't gone and checked them out, that Danae Hayes, that's one of my
funny as
favorite
shit.
episodes.
Yeah, I'll watch that one. That was fucking hilarious.
Danae is hilarious, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But
Also,
I absolutely love it.
One last thing before we go out, with the props of Mandani being the mayor of New York, DeSantis has unveiled a new Florida policy to basically, if you're a New York cop, you file with Florida, you get a 5,000 recruitment bonus, and you get that right off the top. That's basically you're getting that 5,000 to move your stuff and everything, and maybe get you an apartment and everything, down payment.
They need to increase that to about 12.
Yeah. But anyways, it's been happening since like 2020, where New York cops has been going down to Florida to work. So
yeah, I know guys that have literally flown from out of state. I went down on a fishing trip with Real Warriors, and I was down there with a guy that he flew in from California to Florida because the money that he was making and the bonuses that he was making in Florida to be a cop were better for him to fly to Florida and work 4 days a week and fly back to California than what he was making in California as a law enforcement officer after tax. It was fucking retarded.
Good
He did
Lord,
it.
really?
He did it for like 2 years and then finally ended up moving. I'm like, dude, why don't you just fucking move off top, dude? Like, you're paying ungodly amounts in state taxes. What is California like? Is it 9%? What's the Hey Siri, what's the California state income tax?
Do you want me to use Chat GPT to answer that?
Yes, bitch.
It's 1% to 12.
California state income tax is progressive, with rates ranging from 1% to 12.3% for the 2025 tax year.
So up to 12.3%.
Yeah, it's depending on how much you make. So if
it starts out at what I'm seeing
1%, it's 1%
up to if you're married, up to 21,527, it's 1%. From there to 51,000, it's 2%.
Hey Siri, what's the average salary for a cop in the state of Florida?
The average salary for a police officer is $66,658 per year.
66.6. And
So
if you made that in California, you'd be making 40,000 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at that range, see, single 40, she said 66,000.
Yeah.
That's the 8% bracket.
Yeah.
So at 66.6, so say 67,000 when you figure in overtime and shit. Yeah, why would you not, dude? You can't afford to. I mean, that's 20% of your check, 22% of your check that's gone off top. If they did a $10,000 moving bonus, well, and one thing about that 5,000, that's probably what the state is supplementing. You don't know what the departments are supplementing on top of that. So like the departments, like especially big departments like Miami-Dade, they'll probably have something like where okay, the state's paying you 5,000 to move here and be a cop, and then whatever's left over, say like you got a $9,000 bill for moving, we'll cover that extra 4,000. Or we'll cover up to an additional 5,000 on top of what the state covers. There's all kind of incentive programs that they offer.
It's crazy, man. But let's go ahead, Dave. Let's land this plane, dude. Yeah.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. We got 3 viewers that were actually listening to us. I'm amazed. I'm astonished. But anyways, thank you all for listening to our rants and raves on stuff. And talk to y'all later. I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
3 of y'all tell 3 friends. I'm Trey Witzel. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Love you guys. Later.
Bye, Felicia.